Darryl Charles.
Setoiyo.
Knockout nerves.
We are back.
Huh?
Huh?
Like we never left.
Because we didn't.
We've never left.
We've just been right here. The Delilah shirt is still on, dog.
Hey, we ain't have nowhere to be, but we're happy that you're with us here in
Thank you for coming back.
And Anga Studios.
Yep. AngaStudios83.com. Anga.studios.83 on the Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Come through. Check out the wares.
Yes.
Knockout Nerds.
Yes. Also, please remember, like, comment, share, subscribe on all these social media platforms. Us right here. And I want to come in hot, start off the top. I just need to say this. I'm noticing that there's a lot of men out here, some of you are struggling with mental health. And I understand. And I just want to appeal to you in earnest, especially those of you who have hair. Some of you are not as depressed as you think you are. You just need a haircut. You just need to engage in self-care.
Yeah.
It does a lot for you.
You know what? I would double on that and say you need to get your feet done.
You brother, you sure do.
That's what you need to do. Even if you are a thick sock sneaker wearer.
Get your feet done.
Get your feet done.
Get you a pedicure.
Get a nice person. To scrub the ball of your foot.
Because it's dirty.
And your heels are rough.
Your heels are rough.
And they're destroying your socks.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's not comfortable to walk around barefoot.
And that lady really doesn't like it when your feet touch hers.
Oh, Lord.
She's not into it.
Oh, goodness. You scratch the back of her calves in your sleep.
It's bad. Your dopamine levels are off because you don't got to shape up.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself.
Take some time for you.
Engage in self-care.
It's engaging in community.
Embracing the role. Become Mr. Bitches.
Or just go to the beach. You know, a good day at the beach with no shoes on.
Yep.
Walk in the water. Dig your feet in that sand. That's giving yourself a pedicure right there.
Right there. Let it get good to you.
Let it get good to you.
A lot of you, again, you sad, just do something nice for yourself.
For yourself. Yeah.
And then you'll see what it can give others around you in your purview.
You will be able to interact with people around you better.
Yes, you will.
If you feel good about yourself. If your pores are open.
Yes.
If your cuticles have been trimmed.
Trust me, it's a better situation.
If your toes don't hurt.
For yourself and everybody involved.
Yeah.
It's called pro-social behavior.
Yeah.
Okay? Engage in it.
Yeah.
Try it.
Take some rest. In fact, I need to find somebody to give me a pedicure. If only I lived in a neighborhood that had that.
Yeah. It's if you lived in Chinatown.
That would be.
That'd
be a great place.
My God. It's too bad though.
Oh well.
Yeah. Also, you know what the funny thing about it is? I'm seeing something that's so fucking funny to me because I know the white racists are really losing their mind.
Okay.
I mean, they've already lost it, but like you're really losing.
Well, you have to understand that like the thing about bigotry is it doesn't make you happy.
No, it does not.
And it doesn't come from happiness.
It doesn't come from that.
So it is not a way to get to happiness. If the way you got pulled into a movement was through being aggrieved, I promise you will not be aggrieved.
Even after you've won, you'll still find something to be mad at. Yeah. And I know they're really wilding because y'all mad at Miss Rachel.
Yo.
That's crazy. Y'all can get fucked, dude. Like this white lady said black boys deserve to become adults. Stop bombing the kids. Like brown children matter.
She said all children.
Yes.
She said all lives matter.
Yes.
And y'all said, how dare you?
Fuck you, lady. Y'all are sick. You are sick people. You have sick brains. You have little pea brains. That's how easy it is for you to be. And also it shows.
No, you have big brains. You're just not using them. You have taken the slights that have been put against you by those in power, and the people in power. Yes, they do care that make sure that the people who also get into power look like them. But outside of that, once the people have the power, they don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Yeah. And you've allowed them to tell you that what's going on that's wrong in your life has nothing to do with the historical realities of what your family has been through. They're telling you that it's because of your neighbor. They're telling you that the problems are because of people who are in the same socioeconomic situation as you, instead of the people who have the best insurance in the fucking country.
And the wild thing about it is, to me, is that it also shows the psychopathy of some of you individuals who are aggrieved by an individual like Miss Rachel, is that all she is saying is that brown children should get to live, and that angers you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I need you to understand how mentally unwell that thought process is.
You were just upset. Like they were. You please take this moment to look around and see what you're mad at.
Why does a brown or black child living anger you so? That is mentally unwell, antisocial behavior. As the people who you voted for have stripped you of your rights, who have made it so that everything costs more while you make less, have gutted your health care, are sitting there and outsourcing jobs while we pay for a vassal state so they can have health care while we have fuck all. And your first thought is, how can these black and brown people, how could they have done this to me? That is so reeking of mental illness that I do not know what to do with you. And that white lady said one of the more benign things that has ever been said, and y'all went on a total smear campaign. You need help. you need deep psychological help.
And it's really funny, and I laugh at you from inside of my apartment.
Yes, yes.
And you know,
yes. And I do not hang around you because some of you are not safe people.
I don't hang around you, and if ever you ask me a question and I dismissed you, this was why.
Yeah, and keep in mind, I did it with gleefully.
Yeah.
With joy in my heart.
Actually, I did it with nothing in my heart. It brings me no joy.
Oh, it brings me joy.
It brings me no sorrow.
That's well, yes.
I just move on with my life. I choose peace. That's what it brought me. It brought me peace.
It brings me great joy. It does something for me deep in my soul, because when you engage in antisocial thought processes and antisocial behaviors, I jettison you because I need you to know that my humanity you don't get to have. You say I take it from you.
That's why I take it. I take it because you my humanity. You don't get to have it, and I've been burned too many times.
Yeah. I did that shit in my 20s with you psychos.
A lot.
No more.
A lot.
Yeah, and guess what? It's gonna be a no for me, big dog.
Huh?
Yeah, can't do it.
Oh, word. That's how you feel?
Yeah.
I'll talk to you.
I understand.
You know what? I agree.
Yep. Matter of fact,
as long as we ain't got to talk about this no more, you are correct.
You are totally correct. Or I'll lean in and I'll just start really getting real with you, so the conversation can end.
Oh, that depends on. I gotta be like 2 drinks in. I gotta be 2 drinks in.
I'll start really waffling on you.
Then if you want to get cooked, I gotta be like 2 drinks in, a water, like.
And
it was like a good back day.
Let me have my good cologne on, that shit on.
If I'm sitting down at the bar. Oh yeah, but other than that, nah. You're right.
You right. You got it. Man, fun times.
Actually, I have no idea about that topic. That's crazy. And I don't want to know.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I don't know. I have nothing to contribute to this conversation.
Never heard of that.
No.
That's crazy.
What?
Yeah.
Israel.
Yeah.
That's a country?
Who is that?
Wow.
I know Israel Adesanya. I know that fighter guy.
Oh, you're also in the UFC?
Yeah.
I don't even watch it that much.
I don't even watch it.
Anyway,
UFC.
I'll talk to you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
hot takes.
Yes.
You know, I think that I want boys to become solid men. I want boys to become good men.
Or women, if that's your thing.
Yeah, whatever. You know, and I think we have to do a lot of work as men to ensure that the boys are okay as they get to interact with outside. And the good measure of a solid man, in my view, is you need lesbians who want to be your friends. If you live in a big enough environment and you're a dude and you don't got no lesbian friends, it says something about you, big dog. You need, honestly, you need a lesbian friend who's like, I like hanging out with you. You need to get put on game. You need to get some gay friends who give you intel, who teach you things, who help you. It's a mutually beneficial situation. Okay? Get you a mask presenting bisexual friend. They make great dads. Okay? Huh? Help you put together a bed frame. Say they're proud of you. Yeah. Because they're comfortable being around you.
Yeah.
They think you're solid enough time. But some of you live in these big environments and you don't got no lesbian friends. You don't got no eaters. You don't got no eater friends.
Who aren't eating you.
And
you're not trying to eat.
But you're not trying to eat them. There's a friendship.
Yeah.
And they don't feel comfortable kicking it with you like that, big dog.
It's because you're problematic.
It's because you're not that type of, you think you a good dude. You're not a solid enough dude, big bruh.
This is where diversity is good. It's important that you have friends
that are not like you.
That you have people who can look at you from the outside and tell you about yourself.
Yep.
And accept you.
Yes.
Right? That's also good for you, to be accepted by people who know your flaws.
Yeah.
That it's incredible. It's so good for you to have that. So yeah, without a doubt, I agree. Like, yeah, you need to have friends of various genders who you are not there purely for their genitals and they're not purely there for yours. I think if there's a little bit of fun that happens on the side, happens. I'm just in this time.
The lines sometimes get blurred. I was 25. I remember.
I love the taste.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, no, you need platonic friendships with people who are different than you.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes for better conversations. Not like the conversations that I obviously will avoid.
Yeah.
But I avoid those conversations with people who are terrible.
Yeah.
You need people who you don't consider terrible to have those conversations with.
Really be one of them ones that the homies want to kick it with. Have a gay friend call you girl when she's about to spill the tea.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, you won't believe, and they looking at your whole man ass, and you don't feel no type way about it. Because you know that's your friend talking to you.
You have to have somebody who can complain to you about someone who fits your exact demographics.
Yes.
And you not take offense to it. Because you'd be like, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I know what you're talking about. And then y'all get to sit there, swap. So you get to give her insight. She gives you insight, covering each other's blind spots. Brother, that's a good time.
It's mutually beneficial. And it's not just mutually beneficial. It's beneficial for everybody.
Everyone.
For everybody.
Huh?
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of you boys
don't be weird now.
Don't
go outside
and search it
and look for it.
Be in spaces and be cool.
Don't bother those people in their places.
Don't go to their places and act like that's your place. That's
you're gonna show up at a goddamn D&D store.
Don't you dare.
And be like, hey, you look cool.
I need friend. No, that's not how you make. That's not how you.
They'll never go back to that store ever again.
They'll be like, they've taken everything.
Yeah, that's what they'll say.
All they do is come in here and take from us. Not that way. You don't do that.
It's funny because I have been to a number of places where my demographic was not what was their typical employee thing, and I have seen people give me the looks.
Oh yeah,
and be like, "Who are you here to see?"
What?
And I understand, and I don't take that much offense to it. It's offensive, but I don't take that much offense to it. I understand, especially when it's from a group that would appear to have been ostracized by someone that looks like me.
Mm-hmm. Because we don't know if you're going to come here and bomb our shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, don't do it that way. But you should have friends that are much, much different than you, especially if you live in big environments. If you live in Podunk, wherever, yeah, dog, it is what it is. Find community and online spaces that are safe or whatever else. But if you a whole ass dude over here, and when you say literally, I'm kicking it with the bros, and it's literally nothing but bros,
said it before, but like if I walk into a comedy show and the demographics are all one for a show, I'm like, this show's not going to be as good as it can be.
Yep.
Because when you get around them, when you get around too many of the same people, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I'm using obtuse language because this is a catch-all.
Yeah.
If too much of one demographic is in a room, they start policing each other based on the stereotypes
cultural
that
norms.
they have.
Yep. And it's not a fun time.
It's not a good time. And they can't be introspective, and they also can't be different.
Yeah.
Because they're surrounded by people that are too much like them.
Because now they have to perform supposed monolithic behaviors.
Yep.
Doesn't work.
Yep.
So yeah, diversity is good.
Yeah. It's the way I get into this.
Mm-hmm. Let your spirit take you there. Let it guide you.
This is about the algorithms. And when you talk about the algorithms, you always should be mindful that what you are doing is telling people about what the algorithms think about you.
Yeah.
So I can't even say this happened to a friend of mine.
Let's get into it.
But what I'm asking for is media literacy. I'm asking for people to investigate why this is happening. And I'm not just saying like, yes, the algorithm is feeding you what you like to see. The algorithm is like, you like this, so then we're going to show you this because people who tend to like this, blah, 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 blah. Cutting all the preamble. These Nut and Me videos are a psyop. They're conservative
yes, they are. Yes.
psyop. These not all in it videos are disgusting. Yeah. And I don't understand why they have so many likes. Yuck. Yeah. This is bad. What do they want?
You know what they want?
They want you to have kids.
They do, like too many that you cannot take care of.
Daycare $3,000 a week.
Literally.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Brother, ain't nobody who listens to this podcast makes enough goddamn money to to get into some foolishness like that.
And sure, there are some people. Now I'm talking about. There are some people who like to go on Instagram and look at a couple of curves.
Who among us?
Get a little chub.
Yeah.
Intellectually speaking.
Yeah.
And I tell you, nothing dries me out faster than someone attractive being like, put it all in there.
Yeah, fill it up.
Leave it. Yeah!
Just fill it up. And you'd be like, hey.
Where did this come from?
I am just trying to be horny.
This is a conservative psyop.
Yeah, you are. You're getting worked.
They are trying to take your dopamine-filled brain that is being poisoned by these algorithms, actually, to get the joy that you should be getting from being around people from this app. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to use you in that doped up gooning state.
Yeah.
To believe
it just feels better
that you need to impregnate somebody. Yikes!
It is a conservative psyop. You have the manosphere, you have trad wives, and then you have the cream pie videos. It comes in threes. It comes in threes, and literally, and I get it. Listen. I understand, okay? As we've all been in relationship at some point, and you know what it's like when that is a thing that you do. But in the lead up to that, there is a conversation about what will and will not happen. And if it does happen, the levels that you will go to rectify that situation.
Plan?
What's the plan? You talk about the plan beforehand. You don't lead with, fill me up. You don't lead with that.
And none of these videos talk about any of that. And I get it. It's the internet. Nobody's showing you the full thing. It's all this little snapshots. Yuck.
It's not informing. It's giving orders. It's not educational. It is sitting there trying to propagandize you into thinking that is something that you actually want. It's
just like those videos where they make light of domestic violence because it's a woman doing it.
Yeah.
When a woman's like, oh, really? I fight dudes.
Yeah.
You know I beat up men, right? And then they go, ha, ha, ha. And it's like, it's only funny because it's a woman.
Yeah.
And so it's not that big of a threat. Like, I understand comedy. Yeah. I understand the use of farce to get a laugh out of somebody. Like, oh, that's funny because no one would say that in real life. Sure. But there is a part of me when I see those kinds of videos that goes, this is not good. Like, I don't see how this is proper satire because it doesn't showcase that the issue is bad.
Yeah, it's not highlighting or furthering the discussion.
Right.
It is saying, well, women do it too.
Right.
Which is like, that's not helpful for nothing.
Further it.
We're talking that conversation is domestic violence as a whole.
Right.
And then you can get into the specific, like, yeah, but I beat up men. It's like, okay.
And that's the full joke. Like, that's not funny. Same thing with Nut in Me.
Yeah. That's not.
Yikes.
You have a conversation beforehand about that and the things that you'll do and testing that you get done and all that other stuff. But then you go on to Instagram, which sits there and says, if you use certain language, we will bury your shit. We will make sure that no one sees your shit. Talk about the abuses of people and the abuses try to spread awareness. We will bury your shit to the ground.
Ain't nobody here for that.
But diabolical, conservative, horny, that just gives you orders, that keeps you dumb, yeah, we gonna platform the fuck out of that. Mm-hmm. And we gonna get the girlies to sit there and talk about it too. And guess what? Now we gonna get the girlies to sit up there, have their legs spread, come up and
wide open.
Bust it open. Bust it open. You're being played.
Yeah.
You're being psyoped very effectively.
Media literacy. That's what I'm saying. When you see the message, do a second to say to yourself, why are they showing me this?
Of all the things that they actually don't want me to see that I don't think are problematic, why am I seeing this thing that they say on the face of it is kind of problematic?
I came here to watch that lady with the birds. And now I want the bacon pancakes. Bacon pancakes.
Why is this racially ambiguous lady telling me to bust it wide open? Why is she saying shoot the club? It's Tuesday. I'm on break.
I just woke up.
Yeah, right. Quick. Huh?
I have nothing to do with this erection.
Yeah. Media literacy is important.
So, today's a nerd week.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get a little nerdy.
Yeah.
We're actually gonna get very nerdy because I watched the movie I Love Boosters.
Okay.
By Boots Riley.
Okay.
His second film. You may know him from Sorry to Bother You.
Yes.
Or the television series I Am a Virgo. That's which I haven't seen. I think I watched like one episode.
I actually am a Virgo. So.
Oh, well, see.
You're welcome.
Happy birthday.
In what, 20 some odd days?
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly. It's Virgo season is on the way.
It is Virgo season, and it's time. You needed this in your lives.
Okay.
When it occurs.
Yes.
Thank you in advance. You can say to me, and you're welcome in advance for Virgo season. I'm sorry.
I have no idea if the show has anything to do with being a Virgo, does it? Loosely? Yeah. No clue. But I saw this movie.
Okay.
Kiki Palmer et al. Lakeith Stanfield in a role that has a scene that constantly pops up in my head when I'm doing a very particular thing. It's a good time, a fun movie. But if you've seen Sorry to Bother You.
Yeah, horse people.
Yeah, that's the big spoiler.
Yeah, horse people.
Yeah.
This is a great film.
Oh, it's a great film.
Horse people.
It's a great film that does a good thing about satire.
Yes.
In that it takes a social norm, the idea of code switching, something that we talk about and make light of, and plays out the point to further the conversation as to what that can mean in a broader society. And then takes that conversation through the roof.
Yes, it does.
I Love Boosters does the same thing about fashion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I really enjoyed the movie.
I can see
because of the points that were being made. One thing that was brought up a lot in I Love Boosters is the term dialectical materialism.
Isn't that like Marx?
It's been attributed to Marx. Marx never actually attributed anything to dialectical materialism, but I think it was Engels after him.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was Engels after him that like kind of solidified the term, and now it's been attributed to Marx.
Okay.
So I knew nothing about it, and they mention it 30 times in the movie. Like they mention it over and over again. Those words, dialectical materialism, are said over and over again in that movie, and it's a big linchpin of one of like the big MacGuffin in the damn movie. And so I walked out of that movie being like, I was entertained. I mean, it gets super cartoonish and silly, and this is not me trying to critique the movie, but when I walked out, I said, I need to be a nerd.
Yeah.
And I need to find out about this thing for me.
Yeah. Well, they said it so many goddamn times.
Right.
It's like you keep on,
I know that I'm not.
They kept on saying it to you to be like, one of you is actually going to notice we're saying this a bunch and go home and figure what this is
and look into it
so that you can better understand the movie.
This is the media literacy.
We gave you homework.
Right. He gave me homework.
Yeah.
And so as a proper nerd, I did what nerds do. When you don't know a thing, you go and look it up.
Yeah.
And so I think that this is a great topic to cover on a Nerd Week for Knockout Nerds, because I do not know very much about it. I have done enough research to talk about this for 10 minutes. So I invite anyone who is listening, who does know a little more, to fix what are obviously going to be errors.
Chime in. Comment.
Perhaps point me to a book that I can get on the Libby app, free, or part of my taxes, actually, not free. But point me to something to help me to get a better thing. If you've read a book, if you've seen something that has highlighted the idea of dialectical materialism to you, please do so. I'm going to do my part to further the conversation to my community. So, dialectical materialism. Whew, boy. I always like to start with trying to break down the words.
Okay.
So dialectical, meaning the idea of ideas.
Yes.
Right? Like talking, dialect, right? Like talking, idea exchange. And materialism, meaning the real.
The physical realm.
Things that are in the physical realm.
Yeah.
And so the basis of dialectical materialism is a philosophical framework that says that material reality, not ideas or spirit or consciousness, is the foundation of all social, political, and natural development. Yes. Everything that has happened has happened because of the material reality.
Yes. Yes.
Ideas don't mean shit.
Yes.
Spirits, like none of that matters. Everything that has happened because of a lived reality because of physical things that have happened.
Yes.
And
that does appear rather correct, I would say.
It's a framework. And
as someone who does, I base my existence on the material realm. I don't believe in the metaphysical. I don't particularly care for it. All I know is this, and that is what frames my existence and worldview.
And, again, we're talking philosophy. This is stuff to be debated. Yes. But it is a framework, a worldview that says the things that have happened because of other things.
Yes.
Now, this was originally applied as like a law of nature, right? Like saying like, why did single-celled organisms become multicellular organisms? Because of physical realities that happen in their environment. Okay. There wasn't a guiding hand of an all-seeing creator. This wasn't vibes.
Yeah.
There were needs that needed to be met.
Yes. I'm
very good at breaking down this amino, but I have tasted this enzyme and I really like it. I'm going to hang out with a single cell organism that makes that enzyme. Once we hang out for a while and we get to fucking or we get to self-replicating, we have found out that we can do it together. We figure out a way to do it together. Now we're a multicellular organism because I like the enzymes that this one produces and this one likes the breakdown of the amino acids that I eat. Like,
or as a Christian would say, God's will.
There's
always a Christian there to be like, oh, science, God, right. God's will.
So that's what I'm saying. Like it's a breakdown in that direction where it's like it's not an all-seeing eye. It's not a thing. Real things happen, and that is what has created the natural laws that we have determined. And if we can use this framework to do so, we would be better off.
Yeah. Sky Daddy won't help you.
Right. Well, and then you can go further into it to say that there's an idea that the universe runs on contradictions.
Yes.
And those contradictions fight until something new gets created.
Okay.
That's how all things have happened in society, in politics.
Kind of like, was it kind of like the hurt so good dynamic? When people sits there, when you meet someone and they're like, I like this thing, like, didn't that hurt? Yeah, but it hurts so good.
Yeah, essentially, it's like if everything was cool, nothing would change.
Right.
So things have to be bad in order to spark invention.
Yes.
It's like we built shoes because our feet hurt.
Yeah.
We put on clothes because the sands of the plains and the deserts from which we came hurt our skin.
Yeah, the conditions.
Or more likely, we grew fur.
Yeah.
Beings, not just humans, grew fur to protect themselves from the harshness of the elements that they were born in. That's why life started in the water. It was easier to survive when there's shit just floating around you. Once that got too crowded, the first beings crawled out of the ocean to find other shit because it was tough in there. So somebody said, you know what, I'm getting the fuck out.
Yeah, you're not hairy because you Greek, insofar as the area that your people come from needed that extra fur because of the conditions of outside.
Right.
That's what that is.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And it's fine.
We all started with a lot of melanin.
Yes, we did.
Because of where we started.
And then some of you ran.
And then, it
was a whole thing.
Unless you're talking to the wrong people, in which case it's actually an experiment by the scientist Yakub.
Yeah.
But that is neither here nor there. Opposites interpenetrate is another one.
Okay.
Everything has its rival.
Okay, yeah.
And it's the interaction of the two. Thesis and antithesis.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That's actually from the movie.
Yeah.
Those two things collide, and that's what creates the world. Like, those are real things that collide. Now I'm doing, again, please, comments, please like, share, subscribe. Let's forward this conversation because because I know so little. I am very excited about this stuff. But everything has its opposite, right? There's capital versus labor, right? There's the North Pole versus the South Pole.
There's Jay-Z East Side versus Nas.
Exactly. And what do these things create? Ether.
Yes.
One of the best diss songs ever. Changed the language, changed the lexicon.
Yeah.
When someone is demolished in a lyrical battle of mean poetry, you got ethered.
They got rid of you. Was done. You was finished.
You ain't just get dissed. You got ethered.
It's like what Kendrick did to Drake.
Was an ethering.
That was an ethering over a sustained period of time.
Regularly.
Like so ethered that the man has not recovered. So ethered that I think he gave himself ab implants. So ethered was
I think
Drake
he had the ab implants
beforehand. So ethered that probably some of them underage girls he was texting stopped texting him as frequently because they were like, in fact, this does feel weird.
So, as a method of analysis, it says that social change happens through material contradictions, and especially class struggle.
Yes.
Right? It's like the choices that you've made, to talk about what we said earlier, the choices that you've made, the choices your parents have made, the choices that your grandparents have made, the choices that all your ancestors have made were not because they were really cool people. It's not because they were brave or strong. It's because the material conditions that they lived in required them to do the things.
Mm-hmm.
That's what dialectical materialism talks about. As a worldview, it pushes away from metaphysical or static explanations. Things aren't how they are because they've always been that way. Things are how they are because of the history of the actual events that have happened, pushing us uncomfortably into the next set of situations that made it a little more comfortable.
And that's why some of your parents, they wild out because it's uncomfortable to go into a direction that appears forward. And then they hearken back and they long for a time that they think that things were just always like this and it was good, even though when they go back to that nostalgic time, it was never actually that. It just was a thing. It was never as good as they thought it was.
It wasn't good. You just had less responsibilities because you were a child.
Because you were a kid. That's why people sit there. I glamorized the 90s, but I was a kid. I didn't have no responsibilities. The 90s were hell for my mother. They were hell for her.
Right.
But I had a great time.
Right. Just because you weren't aware of the conditions doesn't mean that the conditions weren't there that forced you to do the next thing. Right? So that's how it goes. And this was adopted by the communists, Marxists, to create what has now been accepted as socialism and communism, because the idea that they adopted, and Lenin wrote about it, and a lot of people wrote about it. I mean, a lot of these theories on society and political stuff come from people writing about it, and then bamboozling you to think that your enemy is your neighbor and not your boss.
And not actually the capitalist environment.
Yeah. But the idea of this dialectical materialism is that the situations are what pushes change. And so when we live in unprecedented times where everybody is upset, we will create the next stage of society out of that struggle. And that is part of when people say this in these conversations, that capitalism will inevitably lead to socialism, which will inevitably lead to communism. That can be explained through dialectical materialism.
And unfortunately, it does appear to be unfortunately for some of you, it does appear to be the trend, because capitalism invariably leads into fascism, which is what we are in now, and authoritarianism.
And that's where they say, right.
So literally,
it creates this world where everybody is struggling and fighting. And then once the fights are done, hard times create soft people. Soft people create hard times, that kind of shit. Yeah. Like that kind of shit. So like, that is my current understanding of dialectical materialism. And I think, knowing just this much, I'm gonna go watch I Love Boosters again.
Yeah.
Because looking at it, you can it's like very like kind of paint by numbers. Not to denigrate, Boots Riley for his writing, because he wrote, produced, directed the movie. Not to denigrate that, but like, it's so like, with this added piece, watching it again, you can see that the main character's things the stuff she goes through is purely from her material conditions,
Mm-hmm.
right? And as a movie about fashion and about people who steal from the rich to sell it at a discount so they can make a living, it's all falling into place how those things work. And there's a lot of titties and fun and wetness and gushing rivers shooting into people's faces that's in the movie to make it entertaining, where you do not have to read Marx or Engels or Fredovsky or whatever the fuck. None of these old white men who probably weren't all 100% white. Anyway, you don't have to do all that to enjoy the movie. But if you watch this movie for the first time, is it still in theaters? It might still be in some theaters. Please go support it. Independent cinema with a message. If you watch it for the first time, tell me if you don't walk out of this being like, I gotta fucking look up dialectical materialism, bro.
It's always good when content and media gives you homework to then do, because especially that's the artist, Boots Riley in this case, being like, I need to, how can I sneak this messaging in these times?
Right. Like it's important enough of me to go ask Demi Moore to help.
Yeah.
Like to get all of these people together so I can send this, express this message. Like it's obviously an artist putting their thumb on the scale, but then you think, why? Like, man, I never heard of this.
Then it's for the consumer to go home, especially the curious and inquisitive consumer, to go home, do their homework, maybe watch the movie again, and then spark up a conversation with friends, which is a thing we used to do with movies, with music, with books, and some such like. Oftentimes we would do it in third spaces, which have now been eradicated.
True.
But like,
or you would do it at work when you weren't working.
Right, exactly. But yeah, it's facts. Water cooler, right?
Yeah.
Like, but now, this is another way to do that, to then spark conversation amongst each other, and then maybe in online space. And even in this conversation, I'm like, okay, cool, I'll check that movie out.
Yeah.
And only
you should come over.
We
watch it.
Yeah, watch it. Yeah, hell yeah.
Because I bought a copy.
Yes, he did.
Setoiyo, where can the people find you?
You can find me on all social media platforms: Threads, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, Facebook, at Setoiyo1, Setoiyo number 1. Also, my comedy album, The Foreigner, is out now, and you can find it every fucking where. So please stream that, download that, all that jazz. Share it with your friends. Darryl Charles, where can people find you?
Darryl _. That's DARRYL. And if you can't figure it out from what I just said, please just watch the show.
You need this.
Yeah, just watch the show. But you can go there. That's my handle on most of the Instagrams and the things, social medias of the world. You can go to darrylcomedy.com. Obviously, all of this information is in my link tree, which is usually the link for all of my things. And also, the Knockout Nerds has a link tree where you can go and see us anywhere.
Yes.
If however you stream, however you take in your content, we probably have a channel on there, or you can get the RSS feed and then put it into there so you can get it. Knockout Nerds.
Peace.
Knockout.